Happiness isn't something we can pick up by chasing after the outside world or piling up material possessions. It's a deep inner feeling nurtured by the way we think, the choices we make, and the attitude we carry through life. The teachings of the Buddha hold a timeless treasure of wisdom, profound, powerful, and enduring. They can help us reconnect with that wellspring of peace and joy that's already within us, quietly waiting to be awakened. Today, we're going to explore 9 powerful teachings from the Buddha principles that can completely transform the way we live. When we truly understand and embrace them, happiness and inner peace can become lasting companions, no matter what challenges life places in our path. So let's step forward together into this journey toward a more fulfilling, joyful life. 1. Live fully in the present moment. How many times have you caught yourself trapped in the loop of past regrets or future worries? We replay old mistakes over and over in our minds, or get lost stressing about what hasn't even happened yet. And in the process, the present moment, the place where life actually happens, slips quietly through our fingers. The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." These words may sound simple, but they are a golden key to unlocking true peace and happiness. When we let go of the past and stop clinging to the future, we anchor ourselves in the only time that truly belongs to us, the now. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow hasn't arrived. The only moment we can ever truly touch is right now. But all too often, our minds get crowded with the what-ifs of yesterday, or the what might happen of tomorrow, and we miss the beauty blooming in front of us. Genuine peace and joy can only take root in the present. When we stop living in the shadows of what was or what could be, we begin to see life as it is, vibrant, full of possibility, and right here before our eyes. And in that space, happiness often hides in the simplest moments. The gentle warmth of the morning sun on your face, a burst of laughter shared with a loved one, or simply the steady, calming rhythm of your own breath. Sharing a laugh with a friend, or simply taking a slow, deep breath, these fleeting moments are where genuine happiness quietly lives. When we root ourselves in the present, we open the door to a life filled with fulfillment and contentment, free from the anxiety that comes from clinging to what's already gone, or fearing what's yet to come. Living in the present doesn't mean we ignore our responsibilities or stop planning for the future. It means finding a balance, a peaceful center right here in the now. By focusing on this very moment, we free ourselves from the noise in our minds and start living with clarity, intention, and joy. So let's practice truly being here, because this moment, this exact one you're experiencing, is the only place where happiness is born. 2. Detach from desire. In Buddhism, detaching from desire isn't about rejecting life's pleasures or denying ourselves the joy of good things. Instead, it's about loosening the grip of attachment, the kind that keeps us endlessly chasing after things, ideas, or outcomes, always believing they'll bring lasting happiness, only to find ourselves wanting more. Think of holding a delicate flower. If you squeeze it too tightly, the petals will crumble and its fragrance will fade away. But if you hold it gently, you can fully admire its beauty without the fear of losing it. That's what detachment means, enjoying what life offers without gripping so tightly that you create your own suffering. Buddhist teachings remind us that when we cling too hard to wealth, success, approval, or even relationships, we tie ourselves to what is impermanent, to things that can change in a heartbeat. This kind of attachment breeds stress, anxiety, and disappointment. But when we let go, we discover peace. We can experience life fully without being consumed by it. There's a story of a man obsessed with wealth. No matter how much he acquired, it was never enough. One day, a wise elder told him, "Imagine holding a handful of sand. The tighter you squeeze, the more slips through your fingers." In that moment, the man realized his desires were pushing happiness further away. By loosening his grip, he found the peace he'd been searching for. By freeing ourselves from desires, we step out of the chaos of life's constant changes and into a place of deep, unshakable peace. Detachment doesn't mean turning away from life's joys. It means experiencing them with freedom, without letting them become the source of our happiness. It's about finding balance, being present with what we have, and not allowing ourselves to be ruled by our cravings. When we release our attachments, we uncover a peace that doesn't depend on what we possess or lack. In this way, we live fully, freely, and without the weight of an endless chase. 3. Practice right speech in Buddhism. Right speech is an invitation to speak with intention, wisdom, and compassion. Every word we choose carries the power to build or destroy, to heal or to harm. Through mindful speech, we shape not only our world, but also the quality of our relationships, fostering harmony, trust, and understanding. Speak truthfully because honesty is the foundation of trust and authenticity. When we share the truth with clarity, we give others the gift of seeing reality as it truly is, free from distortion or manipulation. Yet truth alone is not enough. It must be wrapped in kindness. Even when facing difficult conversations, let your words be gentle. For kindness softens hearts and keeps dialogue open. Speak helpfully with the intention of uplifting and supporting others. Before speaking, ask yourself, does this bring benefit to the listener? Does it contribute to peace or understanding? If the answer is no, perhaps silence is the wiser choice. Avoid gossip, for it fractures communities and spreads needless suffering. Avoid lies, for they create illusions that lead to confusion and mistrust. And steer clear of words meant to wound, for they can cut deeply and leave scars that last a lifetime. When we practice right speech, we help create an environment where compassion and understanding can flourish. Our words can become beacons of light in the darkness, offering comfort, strength, and hope. Let us remember the power we hold in our speech and use it to nurture peace, kindness, and wisdom in the world. The Buddha once said, "If we didn't learn much today, at least we learned a little. If we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't fall ill. And if we fell ill, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful." In these few simple words, the Buddha reminds us that no matter what challenges the day brings, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude is a powerful force. When we choose to focus on what we already have instead of what we lack, our hearts open to the abundance surrounding us. It could be as small as the warmth of a smile, the stillness of an early morning, or the beauty of a glowing sunset. Tiny blessings that quietly bring peace to our lives. By practicing gratitude, we shift our focus away from what's missing and toward the fullness that's already here. Even in difficult times, the Buddha teaches us there is always something worth holding in thankfulness. Simply pausing to appreciate the present moment can completely transform the way we see the world, bringing us closer to true happiness. By being thankful for what is, we find peace in what we already have. Embrace simplicity. The Buddha once revealed a profound truth. The root of all suffering is attachment. We cling to people, places, and possessions, believing they'll bring us lasting happiness. Yet the tighter we hold, the more we suffer. True contentment, as the Buddha taught, doesn't come from piling up more, it comes from needing less. In a world that constantly pushes us to measure our worth by what we own or achieve, the path to peace can seem hidden. We're told that success will bring happiness. But what if it's the other way around? What if real happiness comes not from chasing more, but from letting go? The Buddha's guidance leads us toward a life of simplicity where peace is not found in possessions, but in the freedom to be content with what's already here. When we release our grip on desires, our perspective changes. Instead of seeing what's missing, we begin to notice the richness of the present moment. We discover that the joy we've been searching for has always been within us, quietly waiting to be uncovered. The gentle satisfaction of a simple life, free from the heavy weight of excess, reveals a deeper, more enduring happiness. When we let go of the constant craving for more, we create space to notice the beauty that's already around us, the stillness, the simplicity, the meaningful connections we share. These are the treasures we so often overlook. By embracing the art of needing less, we realize that everything we truly need is already within reach. Peace isn't something to chase. It's something we discover in the quiet simplicity of being fully present. 6. Practice compassion. There was once a young monk weighed down by regret for his past actions and fear of what the future might hold. His thoughts were always trapped in what had been or what could be. Seeing his distress, the monk's teacher pointed to a tree outside. "Look at that tree," the teacher said. "It stands tall, rooted firmly in the earth, fully present. It doesn't worry about what has passed or what may come. It simply exists here now." The young monk began to understand true peace is not found by replaying past mistakes or fearing future uncertainties. It's found by embracing the present moment. As he released these heavy burdens, he discovered a quiet comfort in simply being. Over time, he also learned that helping others brought him a profound sense of peace. The Buddha teaches that compassion is one of the greatest gifts we can give not only to others, but to ourselves. When we act with kindness and understanding, we dissolve the illusion of separation and form deep connections with those around us. Offering compassion fills the heart with joy and opens a doorway to a richer, more meaningful life. In giving, we receive. By truly being present with others, we free ourselves from the weight of worry and open our hearts to the happiness that blossoms in acts of love and care. 7. Embrace the middle way. The Buddha once taught that the middle way is the path of balance, a life lived in moderation. It is a gentle, steady road that avoids extremes. In our modern world, we are often pulled between two ends of a spectrum, overindulgence and strict deprivation. Yet the Buddha's wisdom reveals that genuine happiness is found in the middle, in living with harmony and balance. Extreme behaviors, whether endlessly chasing pleasure or practicing harsh self-denial, both lead to suffering. The Buddha understood that excess and austerity alike pull us away from a peaceful mind and a fulfilled heart. When we overindulge, we lose touch with ourselves, searching for satisfaction in things that can never truly fill the emptiness inside. And when we push ourselves into extreme self-discipline, we create unnecessary struggle, shutting ourselves off from the simple joys of living. The middle way teaches us to avoid both extremes. It invites us to live with mindfulness and simplicity, to find contentment in the present moment, appreciating what we have without clinging to it. In moderation, balance becomes the foundation for lasting peace and happiness. Following the middle way, we discover a deeper joy, one that doesn't vanish when circumstances change, because it doesn't depend on the outside world. It is a joy born from living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. This balanced approach frees us from the turbulence of extremes. It allows us to cultivate an inner peace that remains steady even through life's challenges. The middle way is not just a path, it is a key to unlocking the true essence of happiness, where joy is found not in excess or deprivation, but in the quiet harmony of balance. 8. Meditate daily. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating peace and happiness. In Buddhist practice, monks believe that making meditation a part of daily life can bring profound joy and clarity. Through meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. A central part of this practice is mindfulness, being fully present and aware in everything we do, whether we're eating, walking, or having a conversation. When we focus entirely on the task at hand, we begin to feel calmer, more centered, and deeply connected to the present moment. Meditation and mindfulness help us reduce stress, sharpen our focus, and nurture a peaceful mind. The more we practice, the more we carry that calm and clarity into every part of our day. This simple daily habit brings us closer to true happiness and lasting inner peace. There's a story of a young monk who once asked his teacher, "How can I find peace, though?" The teacher replied, "Sit still, quiet your mind, let go of everything and just listen." As the monk practiced, his thoughts began to settle. His mind became like a still lake, undisturbed by the ripples of life's troubles. In that stillness, he discovered the peace he had been searching for. Meditation soothes our minds, refreshes our spirits, and allows us to see life with greater clarity. When our thoughts settle, we're able to make wiser choices and respond to life's challenges with calm understanding. Even a few minutes of daily meditation can create space for peace and clarity, bringing us closer to genuine happiness. 9. Practice self-discipline. In the Buddha's teachings, self-discipline, known as sila, is the foundation for living with integrity, peace, and happiness. The Buddha's compassionate wish, "May all beings be happy, may all beings be free from suffering," is rooted in this very principle. When we practice self-discipline, we consciously choose actions, words, and thoughts that cause no harm. It means living with kindness, honesty, and respect for all beings. The Buddha once said, "Just as a flower does not choose which bees may come to it, so do I give my teachings freely to all." In the same way, we can freely choose to live in a way that nurtures peace without discrimination or harm. Self-discipline isn't about blind obedience. It's about aligning our daily choices with our highest values. It means avoiding actions that bring suffering, such as lying, speaking harshly, or acting selfishly. Instead, we act with care and awareness, creating harmony, both within ourselves and in the world around us. The Buddha reminds us, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. When we act ethically, we can face life's challenges with ease, calm, and clarity. Self-discipline also involves mastery over the mind. The Buddha taught, "Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." Negative emotions like anger, greed, and fear can sweep us away if we're not mindful. But with discipline, we learn to observe these thoughts without being ruled by them, transforming anger into patience, greed into generosity, and fear into courage. The practice of self-discipline is a lifelong journey. The Buddha encouraged us with these words, "Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." Every new day is an opportunity to live with moral integrity, to act with kindness, and to walk mindfully in the world. Through this practice, we build a life rooted in peace, a peace that naturally blossoms into lasting happiness. By living these 9 timeless teachings, we not only cultivate our own happiness, but also become a source of joy for others. Together, they form a powerful roadmap guiding us toward peace, contentment, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. When we let go of attachment, live fully in the present, speak with kindness, and nurture gratitude, we begin to unlock the joy that's always been within us. By practicing simplicity and compassion, we strengthen our connection to both ourselves and those around us. Walking the middle way brings balance and harmony, while daily meditation and self-discipline calm the mind, strengthen the heart, and create space for lasting peace. Embracing these teachings allows us to return to our true nature, one of clarity, wisdom, and love. And in doing so, we step into a life where happiness is not fleeting, but ever present. May these practices guide you toward a deep and lasting joy. If this video has inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more insights into Buddhist wisdom and ways to live a peaceful, fulfilling life. Wishing you a journey filled with peace, clarity, and boundless happiness.